FBI data has just been released indicating that 1 in 25 Americans were arrested in 2011. 1 in 25 Americans were arrested. That doesn't mean that they were all put behind bars, but that does mean that these people now have some sort of record, which could destroy their lives. They might have a hard time finding a job, they might have a hard time adopting children, and the number just keeps increasing because, of course, there's an incentive to lock people up if they get caught with drugs.
So now the overall number is 1 in 25 Americans getting arrested, period. And when you break it down a little bit, you see that most of those arrests are drug arrests, which is unbelievable. We have over 1.5 million arrests a year for drug violations. Larceny comes in at number 2 at 1.264 there. And then once you take away drunk driving too, that takes care of most of the arrests. Now you can't take away drunk driving, I don't think you should, but it's amazing that these drugs, or if you include alcohol, are causing the great majority of our arrests.
I know, it's insane. And if you look at drug arrests specifically, you'll find that about 43.3% of the arrests are for marijuana use. So that's nearly half. Nearly half of the arrests are for marijuana use.
Marijuana use. Now I know they plead down a lot of times. You know, they got a dealer and, you know, it's easier to just do a plea agreement and he comps to possession rather than dealing. I know that. But a lot of times it's actually for possession. And this is such an enormous waste of money. I'm actually, believe it or not, a little hopeful that we're going to win on this for a number of reasons, because so many people have tried pot and they're finally saying, hey, wait, am I supposed to believe you or my lying eyes? Look, I had pot. I didn't turn into a maniacal beast that taking bath salts and biting people's heads off like you told me I was going to. And then the other part of it is conservatives throughout the country going, Jesus, we're wasting a lot of money.
Yeah, this is one of those issues where all of a sudden we're kind of starting to see a bipartisan effort. All of a sudden Republicans are starting to realize that, you know, if we're really fiscal conservatives, we should stop wasting our resources on incarcerating people who get caught with marijuana.
So this is one of those places where I'm hopeful on the state level, like I am with money in politics. The national guys are hopeless. They're totally corrupt, right? Because it's systemic corruption. But on the state level, a lot of them are genuine conservatives and liberals who neither one of them want money in politics, right? It's crony capitalism, et cetera. In this case, there's a lot of genuine conservatives at the state level in like places like Oklahoma and then some of the southern states that go, hey, wait a minute, some of them are bought by the prison companies, et cetera, but the ones that aren't, they go, wait a minute, why are we wasting all this money? I'm supposed to be a fiscal conservative. I don't want to waste that money. So there's a little bit of hope in there.